All right, we're working on this next problem. We have an x and a y to solve. I'm going to start by looking at the two angles that have an x in them. Notice that this angle right here has an x, and it's an obtuse angle. Fill that in. And then the other angle that has an x is right here, and it's an acute angle. So these are not going to be equal to each other. That would not make sense. If I wrote 23x minus 16, and I wrote the 8x minus 21, if I decided to put an equal sign here, that would not make sense because this is obtuse and this is acute. This angle is a large angle, this is a small angle. So they're not going to be equal to each other. Okay? So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about the fact that these angles are not alternate, they are consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary. So I'm going to add them together to equal 180. Okay, now let's combine some terms here. We got a 23 and an 8. I can put those together. 23 plus 8 is 31. So we have 31. X, then we got a negative 16 and a negative 21. If I put those together, I get a negative 37 equals 180. I can add 37 to both sides. 180 plus 37 is 217. 31x equals 217. Divide by 31, and I get x equals 7. So there's my x. Now I have to find y. Now when I look at the y, I go back over here and I go, let's see, the y is in this angle right here. Notice it is also an obtuse angle. These angles right here, these two obtuse angles are vertical angles, which means they are congruent, they're equal, which means I can say 7y minus 23 is equal to 23x minus 16. Now, I know there's an x and a y here, but since I know my x is 7, I could plug that 7 in right there. 23 times 7 is 161. 7y minus 23 equals 161 minus 16. We can combine these two together into one number just to make it a little bit easier. 161 minus 16 is 145. So I have 7y minus 23 equals 145. Add 23 to both sides. 145 plus 23 is 168. So I get 7y equals 168. Divide both sides by 7. And I get 24. And now we have our y. And that, my friends, is how you solve this